Total Effects Body Wash.
If it can do this, here, and it can do this, here, and it can also do this, here. Just imagine what it can do, here.
Should I have all my policies with Nationwide Insurance?
Bring in the parrots.
Home, auto,
Life. You see, Jack, when your home, auto, and life insurance are with separate companies, they're just noisy, right? But when they work together... Beautiful. Nationwide Insurance can get your policies in sync and save you up to 25%.
I didn't know they could sing like that.
Hit it, fellas.
Nationwide is on your side.
Ziploc presents ZipLogic. Don't throw out your leftovers. Save more of them in a snap with Ziploc containers with a Smart Snap seal. One press and it's completely sealed. Get Ziploc and get more out of it.
SC Johnson, a family company.
Were you a procrastinator?
It's not too late. All day Friday and Saturday, get Countdown to Christmas doorbusters at Sears. These small kitchen appliances are only $9.99 after mail-in rebate. Save up to 70% on fine jewelry. Plus, this 42-inch Zenith plasma is only $429.99. Sears, be the Santa you want to be.
I travel the world to catch the finest shrimp. But when I want to eat the finest shrimp, I go to Long John Silver's for the new half-pound Pacific Shrimp Meal. Succulent panko-breaded shrimp and 2 sides, just $5.99. It's premium, it's Pacific, and it's only at Long John Silver's.
Maybe what we should do is open up a coffee sushi place, because they don't combine the two. It's like they're mutually exclusive. Like,
That's very true,
we do sushi, but we don't do coffee.
I think it's lovely that Mr. Tojo himself brought sushi to Vancouver. It's kind of like bringing sun to California, bringing loud to New York City.
Bringing a sense of direction to you.
Bringing a sense of direction to myself.
This is the world-famous Hidekazu Tojo.
My food is everything interesting.
Sushi specialist to the stars. Morgan Freeman, Harrison Ford, Jessica Alba, and plenty others flock to his restaurant in downtown Vancouver. A big reason for his notoriety can be linked to his longevity. He moved to Vancouver in 1971.
First sushi restaurant in Canada, I started. Then that time, people never eat sushi. Oh, Western people, oh, raw fish, yuck. Oh.
Now, there's 148 sushi restaurants in the city, according to the Yellow Pages. That's a lot of competition. But Tojo, who's often called the Zen master of sushi, stays a step ahead, constantly creating original dishes.
Look at that. Steamed smoked sable fish. I'm going to make great Canadian roll. This is fresh sea urchin. Dodo.
For the 2010 Winter Games, the 63-year-old Japanese native had to create a dish that would impress his worldly visitors.
This is, 2010 Vancouver Olympic roll.
Tojo says the 5 multicolored Olympic rings are represented by king crab, salmon, tuna, egg, and spinach.
Most I use local ingredients, then my knowledge used for my way, Tojo way.
The only thing more prevalent than sushi in Vancouver is coffee. Within the city, there are roughly 370 coffee shops. That's over 8 shops per square mile.
We've always looked for a competitive advantage, something that would provide us with an opportunity to stand out from a competition. And latte art was the natural outcropping of that.
Latte art includes free pour and the more refined etching.
It's micro art that only exists in the world for just a few moments, but helps create the experience with the customer.
The season usually depicts what type of figure the artist will choose.
The weather affects our business, and we are coming into winter, and of course it's the snowman and the snowflake, and they can create different designs. It's like with the Olympics. We were able to create an environment where we could celebrate that time, and that's special to Vancouver, and in many cases a once-in-a-lifetime event.
Curling.
Yeah.
There's a sport. When you come off curling, you are drenched in sweat. You are like, I am an athlete.
People who play darts make fun of people who curl.
Sport. Any sport where you can drink a beer, potentially have a cigarette while you're playing it, cannot be a sport. It's basically shuffleboard put on ice.
Only in Canada could curling exist because we're the only country where there are parts of it where they're like, well, it's going to be frozen over for 12 months of the year, so we might as well get a kettle, get the old broom from Martha, start sweeping. I guess this is a sport.
We can't drink the whole time.
Canadians love their curling. They've won more World Curling Championships than any other nation. And it's not because of me. It's been an official Olympic sport since 1998. And even though it's played indoors, it's susceptible to super sensitive weather situations. Oh! As we found out here at the Vancouver Curling Club.
Weather totally affects the ability of the ice. The weather's colder outside, the ice is going to be faster. If it's warmer outside, it's going to be sluggish.
Chris Daw should know. He's the 2006 Paralympic gold medalist in curling and the general manager of the Vancouver Curling Club.
The biggest problem usually at major competitions is the number of spectators that are in the stands. The body heat will ultimately fall right down onto the floor and then create adverse ice conditions for the curlers. That happened in Torino. They had too many people, it got too warm outside, and the ice just went down the drain.
The curling venues have specialized ice techs, or ice meisters, responsible for keeping the ice to competitive standards.
Curling ice is anywhere between 1 inch to 3 inches thick. It's not like hockey ice. And then basically a ice master will go along and they'll pebble the ice. And what that means is they'll spray with a garden hose type device that shoots water out in tiny little pebbles, or kind of like a rain format. That rain falls down onto the ice equally across the ice surface, creating a pebbled surface, which is what the rock rides on and ultimately affects how the rocks are going to curl.
And curlers take their sport seriously. Just ask Daw, who's competed in 5 Paralympic Games in 5 different sports, and whose motto is, no limits. Just don't compare it to shuffleboard.
No, wheelchair curling takes a little bit of a similar look to it, because in wheelchair curling, you don't have sweepers. Curling's a sport of its own. In Canada, there's over 1.2 million curlers in the country, and there are communities out there in Canada, little tiny communities, with a curling rink and not a hockey rink.
Coming up on Cantori Stories, from freestyle to free spirits, we got you covered.
I've been described as the bastard child of Dr. Seuss and Van Gogh.
It's almost like an acid view of the mountain. Am I allowed to say that?
Christmas is coming fast, but it's never too late to buy great gifts at Lowe's. Shop our stores, shop online, or using your mobile phone. And save time when you buy online and pick up in store just 20 minutes later, even on Christmas Eve. And don't forget to pick up a Lowe's gift card today for that perfect last-minute gift. Or for the quickest way to give, send an e-gift card instantly at Lowe's.com. Or for the do-it-yourselfer, get a free Stanley Boss-Stitch ratcheting wrench when you buy a qualifying Stanley Boss-Stitch hand tool. So head to Lowe's for all your last-minute gifts. Experience. Lowe's, let's build something together.
For Tim and Richard Smucker, giving a gift of their delicious jam always made the holidays just a little bit sweeter.
We forgot to put our names on them.
Richard, I think they'll know who it's from.
Thank you, boys.
You're welcome.
Happy holidays from our family to yours.
I love Christmas.
Vacuum cleaners like these have the same problem. They can lose suction power as you use them. It's because they still rely on bags. As you vacuum, the dust can build up and the suction gets worse and worse. Plus, bags keep on costing. Dyson canisters work very differently. Instead of a bag, dust is captured using powerful cyclonic forces. So there's no loss of suction.
Some people just know how to build things well. Give you and your loved ones an expertly engineered Mercedes-Benz at the winter event going on now. And stay connected with 3 years of Embrace service complimentary.
Were you a procrastinator?
It's not too late. All day Friday and Saturday, get Countdown to Christmas doorbusters at Sears. This Nikon 12-megapixel camera is only $89.99. Plus, 7 a.m. through noon Saturday, get an extra 10% off all tools, even sale prices. Sears, be the Santa you want to be.
We now offer phone service for $1.70 a month with Magic Jack. That's just $19.95 a year. $19.95 a year. We give you free local and long distance and your own phone number. How much could you save every month?
Over $100.
I'd say $40 to $50 a month.
About $40 a month.
About $50 a month.
You could save $500 to $1,000 a year. That's why over 6 million people have already made the switch to Magic Jack. Start your savings today. Get Magic Jack at Target.
True or false? Your pet is safe from fleas, ticks, and heartworms in winter. Sorry, it's false. And these guys can mean big trouble. Your pets need year-round protection, plus medications for cold weather joint pain. Fortunately, they cost a lot less at 1-800-PET-MEDS, and they're delivered free, right to your door with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. For fast service, free shipping, and big savings, call now or order online from 1-800-PET-MEDS, America's largest pet pharmacy.
Whistler Mountain was the site of the Olympic alpine skiing events. When you combine the top-notch skiing here with the colorful local characters, you create some world-class fun.
She's a self-proclaimed ski bum who's been go-go dancing and DJing in Whistler for about the past 20 years.
That was one of my first jobs here, and it's like 60s go-go, just freestyle dancing, but we actually dance, so we keep our clothes on. Try to keep the Austin Powers go-go alive.
Ace McKay is a wonderful goddess of amazingness. She's energetic, outgoing, the best dancer in the universe.
He's a painter and a wilderness guide with an edge.
I've been described as the bastard child of Dr. Seuss and Van Gogh.
He's an amazing artist, like painter. I don't do that, but he doesn't dance. But other than that, we have a lot of other things in common.
Together, they're two of the most interesting personalities in Whistler. Chili Tom opened his art gallery in November 2009. It features his unusual take on landscapes that are often shaped by weather.
It's really nice to actually experience extreme weather because you can really capture the mood in the painting. Like dark colors, high contrast, and lots of motion and swirling. So it is inspirational for an artist to go through some pretty gnarly storms. I think my personality comes through quite a bit in my painting because it's very exaggerated and colorful, yet very controlled and refined.
He does do landscapes and water, underwater, so they are mostly nature-driven, I guess, but he has his own take on it. It's almost like an acid view of the mountain. Am I allowed to say that?
Chili often heads into the backcountry where his imagination and appreciation of nature become the blueprints for his work.
And I've been commissioned to do a big painting of this view that's going to go above the window, so if it's a cloudy day, you can still see the view when people come up here. So I just came up to get some photos, some inspiration.
For Ace McKay Smith, it's not only go-go dancing that gives her inspiration. She's also an accomplished skier, filmmaker, DJ, and event planner.
I like to have fun and try to keep things interesting, try to think of new things for people to do, and also keep the ski bum alive.
With the Capital One Venture Card, we get double miles on every purchase. So we earned a holiday trip to the Big Apple twice as fast. Dinner! We get double miles every time we use our card. And since double miles add up fast, we can bring the whole gang. It's hard to beat double miles.
I want a mace, a sword,